Imagine a young boy growing up with dreams bigger than the obstacles in front of him. A child determined to carve out his own destiny despite setbacks. That boy grew up to become Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, a man whose journey spans professional sports, Hollywood and business, building an empire that extends far beyond his athletic achievements. This is the story of resilience, reinvention, and ambition. Dwayne Douglas Johnson was born in 1972 in Hayward, California, into a family deeply rooted in professional wrestling. His father, Rocky Johnson, and his grandfather, Peter Maivia, were wrestling legends, and the world of sports and entertainment was familiar from the very start. Yet Dwayne's childhood was far from easy. His family faced financial struggles, and his early years were marked by instability, moving between states and living in challenging conditions. Despite this, he developed a remarkable work ethic and a hunger to succeed. From an early age, Dwayne showed a natural athletic ability. He excelled in football, using his size, strength, and agility to stand out in high school. His competitive spirit was evident, but life had lessons in perseverance ready for him. He dreamed of playing professional football, but the path was far from smooth. Despite his talent, setbacks, including being cut from teams and struggling with injuries, tested his determination. He learned early on that success would require not only talent, but resilience, adaptability, and relentless effort. Johnson's time at the University of Miami was formative. He played as a defensive tackle, contributing to a national championship team in 1991. Yet even there, the future seemed uncertain. After college, his dream of joining the NFL was fleeting, leaving him at a crossroads. With only a few dollars in his pocket, he faced the reality that he needed to reinvent himself, to find a new path that could match his ambition. The world of professional wrestling provided that opportunity. Dwayne embraced the family legacy, entering the WWE with a fierce determination. His early years were marked by long hours, grueling training, and learning to captivate audiences. He understood instinctively that wrestling was not just about athleticism. It was storytelling, charisma, and connection. Slowly, he transformed into The Rock, a persona that combined humor, intensity, and larger-than-life presence. He became a master of performance, commanding crowds and building a fan base that extended worldwide. As The Rock, Dwayne Johnson didn't just succeed, he dominated. He won multiple championships, became a household name, and earned a reputation as one of the most electrifying performers in sports entertainment. But for Dwayne, wrestling was not the ultimate goal. It was a platform, a launching pad. He had a vision of expanding his influence, and he approached every opportunity with strategic intent, aware that his brand was just beginning. Transitioning to Hollywood was a challenge. Dwayne's first roles were modest, and many doubted whether a wrestler could succeed as an actor. Yet he approached it like he approached wrestling, with discipline, preparation, and an understanding of audience engagement. He selected roles that aligned with his persona, gradually building credibility as an actor. Over time, he became a leading figure in blockbuster films, known not only for action roles but for comedic timing and a natural ability to connect with viewers. His box office success became a testament to his strategic choices and tireless work ethic. Parallel to his film career, Dwayne Johnson cultivated his business ventures. He founded $7 Productions, a company that allowed him creative control over his projects and provided a platform for entrepreneurship. Through this company, he produced films, television shows, and content that expanded his brand while maintaining full ownership over his intellectual property. This strategic approach transformed him from entertainer to mogul, demonstrating a keen understanding of business, marketing, and audience engagement. Dwayne's entrepreneurial vision extended beyond entertainment. He launched Teremana Tequila, leveraging his personal brand to create a product that resonated with fans. He partnered with Under Armour to develop the Project Rock line of athletic gear, embodying the values of performance, dedication, and self-improvement that define his public persona. Each venture was carefully aligned with his image, amplifying his influence and creating multiple revenue streams. Social media became a tool, a platform to engage directly with millions, sharing his philosophy, work ethic, and personal journey. Despite his immense success, Dwayne Johnson's story remains rooted in resilience. He has faced injuries, career setbacks, and personal challenges, yet his focus on growth, reinvention, and seizing opportunity has defined his path. His life is a blueprint for turning adversity into advantage, demonstrating that consistent effort, strategic thinking, and authentic connection with an audience can create lasting impact. Beyond business and entertainment, Johnson has leveraged his influence for positive impact. He engages in philanthropy, supports causes related to children, health, and education, and uses his platform to inspire millions to pursue their goals relentlessly. He embodies a modern model of celebrity, not just a performer, but a brand, a mentor, and a visionary. Dwayne Johnson's journey illustrates a rare combination: athletic talent, entrepreneurial acumen, and personal charisma. From a young man with a dream and minimal resources, he became a multi-industry icon. He mastered the art of performance, the science of branding, and the strategy of business expansion, turning his personal story into an empire. His legacy is multifaceted. He is a symbol of determination, a successful entrepreneur, and a cultural figure who continues to influence sports, entertainment, and business. In the end, the story of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is more than a tale of fame and fortune. It is a story about resilience, strategy, and relentless pursuit of excellence. It shows how a man can transform setbacks into opportunities, a persona into a global brand, and hard work into a diversified empire. Dwayne Johnson didn't just become a wrestling legend or a Hollywood star. He became a model for how vision, discipline, and courage can create an enduring legacy that inspires millions around the world.